Hi, I'm Ann Barnhart.
And I'm Tracy Dan. And we are Dyad 40.
We are the dopest dyad. So we're going to talk a little bit about our reflection. If you want to start, we'll start with our process maybe. We both threw out questions of inquiry that we had surrounding makerspaces and digital literacy,
digital
and responsibility.
Makerspaces. How do you turn a kid loose on a computer and have them do something, and
with some support, sort of guided inquiry, but with enough scaffolding to make them feel comfortable.
Make them good digital citizens when they're all done.
So that's kind of like the beginning of everything. And so our process was complex. Tracy and I are both overachievers, and
that's what we learned about ourselves.
And Tracy's in North and I'm in East. And but together we worked very well together, so we could figure all of our ideas out and then start just attacking creating far more than 2 digital products. But it was really great.
We actually made a digital product inside of a digital product.
It's like a meta.
It's like an onion.
Inception awesomeness. So one of the things I think that I love the most about the process is I was able to incorporate pretty much every tool that I learned about at the various sessions, wrapping our heads around how that might work, and not just picking the tool because it's a tool, but figuring out how to use it as the best conduit for our purposes as we focus on our driving question, which had to do with...
Oh goodness, our driving question. I'm not going to be able to tell us our driving question.
Okay,
what we basically wanted to put together is how can a student transform media from one medium into another medium, and still carry with it all of the major narrative features, so that they're just recreating and finding their own voice within the media. Because sort of what you were talking about, the various medias that you use, they really sort of form the way that you speak, because there are certain limitations to things, there are certain accessibilities to things, there are certain ways that you can do it. So just really introducing the students to that process of how does what you use affect what you speak.
Yeah, and our thought was to do this at the beginning of the school year so that they can step outside of the mindset that a text is only a piece of paper written, or a book, or a tweet even, that it can come in a lot of different forms. And so some of the technological things that we use, we can just rattle some off. We collected things on Padlet.
Yep, we did Padlet, we did... I learned to make tack posters, and learned to make memes.
Video, Storify,
Screencast-O-Matic, Storybird, which was
Media Breaker.
Yeah,
so we had a lot of fun, and part of, I think, the coolest thing about our final product was that at the crux of our assignment was, it doesn't really matter the format, what's the perspective and the message that you want to get across, and the kind of vibe that you want to get across in your voice, and then pick the appropriate technological piece to do that. And so it was really a cool exploration to be students in our own lesson unit.
Right, we basically were. And I really think that what we built is a tool that, it's like a digital toolkit for students, particularly for narrative, that they can go into. We put our digital toolkit on a Padlet, but sort of in retrospect, we think that maybe that's going to work much better as a website.
Yeah.
But we put together a Padlet that has an explanation and little YouTube videos, and how do you do each of these things to really give them the choice of deciding what they want to do, and then training themselves on it, so they can go to whatever depth of knowledge that they need to on that little Padlet. And if they know how to use something, they can just dive right in and do it.
And it's pretty awesome, because we were talking to David throughout this process, and he was like, oh, it would be a really great way to use a diagnostic too, to see, whoa, where kids are with technology, but also in their willingness to take risks, as we try to create a climate of risk-taking and understanding that it's okay if it's not perfect the first time.
Yep.
Which, as people that like to be
perfect
the first time,
all of the time.
it was a powerful experience.
Yeah, and it was really telling too, because we split all of our texts into things that really require a little bit more risk, and things you don't naturally think of as a narrative, and then some easier text too. So we're hoping that that'll tell us a little bit about who our students are.
So what we learned about ourselves, I think, is the next part.
Oh my goodness, I'm a North. I didn't really know that before. I'm sort of Northeast, but really a North.
I think something I learned about myself is that just to kind of like slow down. I have a lot of big ideas as an East, and just to kind of slow down and really try to figure out, take those big ideas and vet the process. So like, oh, this is going to be amazing. Oh, wait, bring it back. Oh, this is going to be amazing. And both of us together, we can be a little bit too, this is going to be amazing. And so to go through the process of critically thinking about what we were asking our students to do through, well, our perceived students throughout the whole unit, which ended up being a unit, not just like one thing.
Again, with the not really knowing how to bring it back.
Right. Believe it or not, we brought it back. So, but it was a really great experience for me I love curriculum building, and it was a really great experience for me to work with Tracy too, who comes from a different place, is going in a different place in terms of her professional world, but she comes with her personality and her life experiences from a different place too, which is really,
I don't have any personality. I don't know what you're talking about.
Collaborative power, I think, is the thing I will take away from this.
And that was something that I really sort of learned, that North, jump in, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, to really articulate what, that seemed to be like my struggle all week long, and that like you were very patient with, okay, what exactly are we trying to do, and how do we put it all together? Yeah, it was awesome.
So, I mean, I think in the end, the process was great. This was, I feel like every teacher should experience something like this, maybe not through the, I mean, yes, I think the digital literacy piece, but just an institute like this was powerful to plant the theoretical, underpinnings, and then being able to play around a little bit and then pull them all together into a, for me, like a collective space of working and playing, and but also like a finalish product that we could actually potentially access in our classroom later.
And it was to have a leadership collaboration conference that had some digital literacy in it, really built a neat feel to the room that it would be great if I could somehow transfer magically to my classroom.
And you will.
Hopefully.
So we had a great time.
Yeah.
Hopefully everyone will take the Digital Literacy Institute. Do it. Okay, bye.